guys, so today I decided to create a purple smoky eye look, and I'm using a lot of glitter and it's really fun. You can use it for multiple occasions. This includes prom, wedding, depends on your personality of course. So throughout the tutorial I will explain the specific product that I'm using to create the look, and I will also list it on the bottom of this video if you have any questions. If you have any suggestions, just let me know and I'll try to create that look. I'm really new at this, so you know, if you have any feedback, I'll definitely appreciate it. And that's about it. Stay tuned if you like. So for this first step, I always start with my brows. I feel it's the easiest ways to start your makeup. I usually start with my brows, then follow the eyes and complexion. I'm going to show you step by step. It's going to be very easy. And so for the brows, I'm going to be using the Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And all I want to say about this product is, like, even though I'm not really married to any brow product, this one is excellent for those who are a little bit concerned of the product staying on all day. It's humidity proof. And it will give you that full brow that a lot of people are looking for, especially on Instagram. You'll see a lot of pictures of thick brows, and even if you don't have them, I don't know, maybe they're spurs, thin, whatever, this will definitely give you that perfect brow that you're looking for. We're just gonna need this and a little brush. Just grab a little bit of product. And I just want you to know that even though I do have thick brows and it's gonna be a little bit easier for me to do my brows, just try to follow the steps. So it doesn't matter what type of brow do you have. It's honestly, every client that I'm helping, it's always the same. So the first step is actually outline your natural brow, starting from this corner all the way down, okay? Let's see if you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So nothing special. I'm not creating a crazy line or anything. I'm literally just following my natural brow. I'm gonna do the same on top. Now for the top part, I personally don't like a square brow. So what I usually do, as opposed to start all the way in, I start actually around this area. I bring it from here up where my arch is, and then from here up, down, and finish the tail of my brow. So now your brows should look like that, really a little bit crazy. And I guess what it's left is just to fill in the rest of your brow. So any gaps, you want to be sure they're covered. And honestly, you want to have control of the amount of product you put on, but at the same time, like, don't freak out about it to be perfect, because you will blend it. That's the beauty of makeup. You scrub, you can always blend. So what I'm doing right now is taking what I applied down here and I'm pushing that product up, as opposed to a lot of people keep grabbing more and more product. I'm using whatever is left on the brush to actually finish my brow. Clean it a little bit. And because this color, it's dark, really dark, a lot of people are like, oh, it maybe just look too much for me. That's fine. I just like drama, so that's why I use this color. But they have probably, I think they have about 8 different shades, so you have options. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my other brow and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I already finished this side. This brow is pretty much complete. This one, I still have to add a little bit of concealer to add more definition, so I want you guys to see it. You don't have to do this. I just like to do it because I love that, I guess, Instagram brow, really perfect and sleek. And because today it's a little bit, the eye makeup is gonna be very dramatic, I want my brows to be also dramatic. For that, to complete this brow, I'm using this Sephora collection concealer, It's called Bright Future, and the color is Custard. Custard 07. This one is extremely cheap compared to the NARS, even though I love my NARS. For those who don't want to pay $30 for a concealer, this one is a great option. Coverage is amazing, so highly recommend it. All you want to do with this, it's to really just outline the bottom part of your brows. You want to add this as close as possible to the natural brow without actually touching the hair, because you don't want to get concealer on your brows. Just like that, look a little, you know, crazy. And I like to redefine the tail on my brow. So I usually, this accentuates the arch of my brow and also helps to, I guess, complete the brow and the definition of the brow. Excuse me. Now, using this concealer brush, this one is the Pro Airbrush from Sephora collection. This one is number 57. I'm gonna just blend that. And what do you want to? You want to definitely make sure it becomes seamless. The concealer, you really want to see it. I see it all the time. A lot of girls, they don't spend the time blending the concealer, and then it just ends up looking like the brow ends up looking like a cartoon. To blend it, I literally just push the concealer down first, because this concealer actually is going to help me prime the eyeshadow that I will be applying soon. And now that I pushed the concealer down, I'm just blending the sides. I don't want to see any harsh lines. Yep. Just look a little bit brighter than the other side. That's fine anyway. We're still gonna add a primer, but that's it pretty much. That's how I do my brows. And now that's done, then we're ready to start applying our eye products. Start doing our eyeshadow. So we're gonna start with our eye makeup. It's extremely important, and when you're starting your eye makeup, you want to add a primer. Doesn't matter what primer you love. A lot of people have Urban Decay, Too Faced, doesn't matter. This is important because it's going to really keep your eyeshadow on throughout the day without creasing. I like to also add a little bit, whatever is left on the brush, just put it on the bottom. Because I always add eyeshadow there. Just put it everywhere and blend it. Alright, so to start the eye look, I'm gonna use from the Morphe palette, the 350, this white matte color, and I'm just gonna apply that all over my eyelid. I'm using an all over eyeshadow brush. This was from a set, so I don't really have a name or a number from it. It's actually kind of old, but don't worry, you probably have an eyeshadow brush at home. That I'm gonna be using, well, I already applied it here, but right underneath this orange from the Morphe 350 palette, this color right underneath it, I'm gonna use that with the blending brush, and I'm gonna apply that right over here. It looks really bright at first, but after you blend it, it really just tones down a little bit, so it really doesn't look bright orange or anything. So we're done with neutral colors for now, so now is where the fun begins with colors. For the purple that I will apply here on my eyelids, I actually choose my Make It Forever palette. It's limited edition. This color purple over here, it's called, what was the number? It's S924. And I don't know if you're familiar with their eyeshadows or not, but they're really pigmented, really creamy, and I love them so much. What you want to do is, I am actually using the same brush I use for my white base eyeshadow. I'm going to use that same brush And I'm going to grab the product and then I'm going to go in figure eight motions. With this eyeshadow, actually, that's the best way to grab the pigment. And I'm just going to add that all over my lid. What I'm doing is just trying to press first and then like packing on the pigment and then kind of go over it in sweeping motions because I don't want my eyeshadow all over down here. So just trying to dab the eyeshadow, patting it a little bit first really helps. Helps with that, to avoid that. Okay, because this looks really, really rough at first, it's such a dark color. You want to go back with the blending brush and grab some of that orange that we picked from the Morphe palette before. So this color over here. What we're gonna do is with that blending brush, we're gonna add the tip of the brush, just a little bit of that product, the tip of the brush. And we're just gonna blend that. It's gonna help smooth out that texture in that area. Just by going back and forward. You can do it also with a darker shade if you wanted to. And notice that I'm not really touching my eyelid at all. I'm just going the same spot where the orange and the purple meet on my eyelids. That's when I'm actually blending the color. Okay, and now I'm gonna go over with the same brush. I'm not gonna use more purple. I'm gonna use whatever it's on the brush right now. And I'm just gonna add more definition. Not really definition, just applying more purple shadows so it actually pops. Because I'm more interested of this area of my lids to pop than the crease itself. Just like that, so it looks really smooth. That's about it for now, so I'm just gonna finish up the other side. All right, so to add more drama to the purple, I'm using this eyeliner from Stila. I have to actually, I'm gonna list the name on the bottom. I'm not sure because it's actually a sample that I grabbed. It's my first time actually using it. And basically you can use a brush. Probably it's better with a brush, but in this case I'm going to use my finger because I actually can grab it from the sample jars a little bit easier. And you don't have to really grab a lot because it's extremely creamy and pigmented, so it looks like that. And they actually have like 4 shades, and this is the only purple. So if you like Stila and you go on their website and look for their glitter eyeliners, you'll find this one. It actually comes in a little pot. And all I'm going to do with this is actually pack it on right on top of the purple shadow that I already have there, just all over. And you don't have to be perfect. Just want to really just stay around the eyelid area. That's where you really just want to add it. Ooh, looks really pretty. Just like that. All right, so now the next step is just to create a cat eye. And for that, I am using, I can't say it, but so I'm just gonna show it to you. It's from Tarte. It's the only eyeliner like this, so it's really easy to identify. I just can't say the name. And then an eyeliner brush. Okay, to apply the eyeliner, start from the center of your lids, because that's what's really going to define the thickness, or how thick the line is going to look like. So just do a little line right in the center of your lid. And then all you have to do is complete it by creating one line from the inner corner of the eye up. Like that. Now for this part, it depends if you want like the actual cat eye, or if you just want just a little bit line to open the eye. In this case, I'm going to do the cat eye. So what I'm going to do, and I actually tell clients to do, is to start the line from the outside and drag the line in and connect it to that first line we created in the center of the lid. Now what I'm doing is, from the outer corner of my eye, I'm connecting and finishing that toe. It's a little bit hard to see because the purple is so dark. And it's perfect because actually that it's kind of like covering it up, because it doesn't have to be perfect then. And that's how it should look. I usually stop at this point. I don't move forward with my eyes. I move on into complexion. And this time I'm going to use the Mercier foundation in Ivory. This one is called Silk Cream or Silk Creme Moisturizing. They have, what I like about it is full coverage. This one comes in oil-free and also not oil-free. It just looks beautiful. Gives you almost like that dewy effect. Give you that glow to the skin. To blend, I decided to use my beauty blender. Surprise, surprise. Yep, well, that's about it. Next step is to go in the areas that you want to highlight with your concealer. I'm going to use the same concealer I used for my brows initially. I'm going to use that concealer and put it underneath the eye area. Extend it down. And using the beauty blender, I'm just going to blend that. Okay, now we're gonna bake that concealer, make sure it doesn't move, and I'm gonna use Besame powder. It's really nice. It does smell like vanilla. This color is actually called Brightening French Vanilla Powder. And actually using the beauty blender, I'm gonna grab the product just like that. And I'm gonna apply it right underneath the eye area. So I have the Anastasia Contour Habana color. It's really dark. It's usually more for medium to tan skin. The reason why I'm using this is again because I'm looking for more drama. I want it to be obvious. I want my skin or my face to look skinny. I haven't noticed that I haven't removed the powder yet. Still letting it bake there. Okay, and now we're gonna go over with the highlight. I wasn't too sure about which highlight I was gonna use, but I decided to go for more of a golden highlight. For that, I picked the Becca. It's actually the Champagne Pop, but they even have one that it's way golden than this. Just to complement the purple. Purple and gold looks really, really good. I'm gonna use the same brush, multitasking, starting with the small end of that brush. And I'm gonna add that product right here. I'm not done with the eyes yet, so anyway, we're just gonna finish our complexion now, and then we're gonna just finish the eyes. Move on to the blush. For that, I'm gonna use the Hourglass. This one is called Dim Infusion. It was almost like a coral color. Their blushes, amazing. So highly recommend them. I use them for brides and stuff like that. It's definitely amazing. Recommend that 100%. Okay, so with the blush, I usually start here and then bring the color to the center of the face. So I found that doing it that way kind of blends better with the contour. So I'm just gonna put it a little bit above the contour, and then I'm gonna blend it inward. Now I'm going back and forward. So also I like to make you notice that it's just stay around this area. So you want to make sure, you know, you still see the highlighter, you still see the contour, and now the blush. Okay, so now we're gonna go back with the same eyeliner. I can't pronounce the name still, but anyway, this eyeliner, and the same brush, and I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that product, and I'm gonna apply it in the inner corners of my eyes and right at the top of my lashes. And we're gonna go back to the palette that we used, the same purple that I use on my lids. This one, the same brush I use for my lids, but this time I'm using just the tip of the brush and just a little bit of product. And what I'm gonna do, don't go like this back and forward because it's gonna create a hot mess. What you wanna do is literally just press it. Just like that. And you're gonna brush this from the outer corner all the way in. Now we're gonna go over with mascara. I used this one before in another video. I do like this mascara for volume a lot, but I also layer mascara a lot. So meaning like okay, so we're done with complexion, we're done with eyes, move on to lips. For that I'm gonna use the Lolita, famous Lolita color. It's a baby size. For that, and what I'm gonna do is, because it's a lip stain and I love it for that because it actually stays on really well. I sometimes feel that lip stains will dry my lips a little bit, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over, after I'm done, I'm gonna apply a lip color similar to it that will add some moisture back into my lips.